Hi, I'm Bill Seith with BusinessIdeas.Academy. In the video I posted titled Branding a Business, I introduced my friend and mentor, Bill Schley, and a book he wrote titled Why Johnny Can't Brand. In this video, I'm going to introduce another book Bill wrote titled The Microscript Rules. Now, this book has the secret for propelling your ideas with simple, penetrating, and viral power. Developing a meaningful and effective tagline for your business is an exercise in cognitive psychology and what Bill likes to call survival of the simplest. Now, behavioral scientists tell us that in moments of crisis, we shift to intuition that is remarkably fast and accurate. Instinctive intelligence that skips conscious reasoning because it just doesn't have the time. Bill writes that our intuition comes from a built-in set of heuristics, or more commonly known as rules of thumb. Now, these heuristics are automatic mental instructions to take a preset action for the best outcome. We're born with it. They tell us, how to act instinctively without analyzing a whole set of facts. Now, we're talking about a part of the brain called the limbic system. We're tapping into our fight or flight response mechanism to get to the heart of the matter when it counts. Now, our limbic system partners with the autonomic nervous system, which is responsible for unconscious processes such as breathing, heart rate, and digestion. Now, it kicks in when we have a fight or flight response. It's automatic. When things get complicated and tense, our built-in heuristics or rules of thumb show us that simpler makes us smarter. Too much data gums up the works. Our brains just can't process all the necessary information that quickly. We have heuristics for everything. And since we're talking about a part of our brain that has been with us for millions of years, I'll give you what I call a caveman example. So say your caveman buddy throws a rock at your head. A heuristic tells you to duck. That they call that the gaze heuristic, a prehistoric rule of thumb for intercepting prey that saves the brain from running 1,000 different equations to calculate the trajectory, right? Instead, it gives you one fail-safe directive. Fix your gaze on the rock. If the angle stays constant, duck. One action saves all the rest, right? It's the same rule of thumb a dog uses to catch a frisbee, or my son Logan uses to catch a fly ball in the outfield. Now, here's the exciting part. We're going to use this prehistoric built-in parts of our brain for communicating ideas. Heuristics, or rules of thumb for communicating ideas, so effective, they instantly get to the heart of the matter. And in our case, in branding our company and developing a powerful viral tagline. Now, the next step is to use the strategies outlined in previous videos, like branding a business and business name ideas, and combine with the rules I'm about to introduce and apply them to developing a really sticky tagline. Now, when Bill Schley and I were coming up with my home repair company's tagline, it literally rolled off his tongue within seconds after deciding on the name Fix It Express. The tagline, Fix It for Less with Fix It Express, uses heuristics to quickly describe savings on top of getting your job done quickly. Now, let's take a closer look at those rules. Rule number 1, in today's connected world, it's not so much what people hear that's important, it's what they want to repeat after they've said it, right? It's what they want to repeat. Here's the crazy thing about why this works, so pay attention. When I was growing up, there were, only 3 mediums of TV. So 3 mediums, I guess you could, for advertising, right? So TV, radio, and print. Now today, there's a new master medium that supersedes everything. I bet you anticipated that I was going to say, there were hundreds of mediums, but no, there's really only one master medium. And it's not the internet or social networking. Bill says those are just mechanical. It's the brand new, really 50,000-year-old medium. You know it as word of mouth. Yep, all these new devices that connect us are all nothing more than high-tech 21st century word-of-mouth machines. They allow anyone to broadcast across the entire planet as easily as standing next to their friends at the water cooler and talking or talking to their neighbor, right? Rule number 2, microscripts are short, fun, repeatable phrases about your company. Make your tagline a microscript. Here's a few microscripts that, you probably have heard before. Remember what happens in Vegas, or Wheaties Breakfast of Champions, right? Politicians love microscripts, and Donald Trump uses them constantly in his pursuit to make America great again, or when he's talking about his political adversaries like Crooked Hillary or Nervous Nancy. Now, those are microscripts. Great communicators use them almost like magic words. They take word of mouth or any communication medium to a higher level of effectiveness. And any one of us can create our own and put the power of them to work for us. So what is a microscript? Think of a movie script or a great speech for a second. The most powerful, memorable words in history are scripts like Hamlet or the Gettysburg Address, right? It would take hours for an actor to memorize, but they sure have an effect on the audience, right? 7 years ago, for instance, it supersedes everything else that's written in that Gettysburg Address. Now, a microscript is a mini set of powerful, memorable words, 4 or 5 maybe, that millions of people can instantly memorize and like to memorize to have an effect on others. It's not as hard as you might think once you put your mind to work on it. Better yet, get a group of like-minded folks and form a mastermind group for the purposes that, to challenge them to come up with your tagline.